Tonight, new information about heroic rescues in Ida's devastating floods and aftermath. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Sade Better-Noir.
I'm David Navarro in for Bill, and we are also learning more about the lives lost. 59 people in 8 states, 40 of them from right here in the tri-state area, and there's still concern tonight about rising rivers.
But we're seeing incredible pictures of so many rescues, like this one in the middle of Central Park, and that's just one of hundreds of heroic saves.
With more on that, Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger is live on the Upper West Side. Josh.
Yeah, David, we're here at the entrance of the 65th Street Transverse, which is still closed 24 hours later because those rising floodwaters trapped 3 cars which are still stuck down there blocking the transverse. When the water rose, though, cops from the Central Park precinct had to make a daring rescue.
Last night, the city was drowning. Thousands of people in every borough, helpless to a relentless onslaught of water.
The storm was horrible. It came out of nowhere, and it just instantly, in less than a minute.
Firefighters and police officers were stretched to the max, rescuing hundreds of people from cars marooned on flood-prone parkways, and even in the middle of Central Park, from flooding as unusual as the storm itself.
And some of the stories you heard of how the water came up very fast was extremely alarming. So we made sure we put a task force of members of the service together, knocked on as many doors, make sure that people that reside there were safe and sound.
In Upper Manhattan, emergency service officers rescued an elderly amputee from his flooded apartment, then went back for his dog. But elsewhere, people's basement apartments had become death traps. More than a dozen New Yorkers, as old as 86 and as young as 2, could not escape the rising water, and their neighbors, many themselves left with nothing, realized it could have been worse.
Where will I go? How will I survive? I've lost everything of mine. And after seeing their condition, their situation, my brain is not working at all.
Suddenness, the brutality of storms now, it is different.
Oh my God.
Today, the White House promised emergency relief for New Yorkers after a storm that overwhelmed even a well-prepared army of first responders. Thousands of them who risked their lives on an unprecedented night.
We moved very fast, and we made a lot of good rescues last night. And I'm telling you something right now, we saved a lot of lives.
Yeah, between the police department and the fire department, there were hundreds of rescues, successful, safe rescues last night. But at last report, the police say there have been 13 fatalities across the 5 boroughs, actually in Brooklyn and Queens. People, for the most part, who died in their basement apartments. The door-to-door search in other homes like theirs continues at this hour.